Hey guys, thanks for checking out today's video. This one's going to be a little bit different than what we're used to. I know it's something completely new for my channel, but I figured I'd share it with you guys because I'm super excited about it. This channel I wanted it to be diversified, and I think this is going to lead us to new avenues where we can try out some other stuff too. I know it's completely different than what I've been doing with the WRX, and obviously the WRX is still here. I'm just doing something else to switch it up a little bit, see if you guys like it. I'm really excited for it. This is completely new to me. The closest thing I've had to electric vehicles was RC cars, and I have actually test drove quite a few tests, and all of them have been a blast. And I'm not a huge electric car guy. I mean, they're cool, don't get me wrong, they're fast, they're exhilarating, but you don't get that excitement you get when you get into a gasoline powered race car. It's not the same. So in my trunk right now, there is a electric scooter that's folded up in there, and it can go 20 miles an hour, and it has a 17-mile range. This is one of the lower end scooters that's a little bit more affordable for people, and that's a good starting point. I'm super happy that I got this. I have ridden this around just a little bit in my apartment complex, but just enough to kind of get the feel of it. I didn't want to start out a video and not know what the heck I was doing. So you guys are still gonna get my genuine impressions. I haven't ridden this thing long at all. I might have drove it 2 miles. So I'm really excited to get you guys some feedback on this thing so you can check it out. I'm gonna do a little bit of GoPro footage for you guys. I'm gonna put the GoPro on, ride around, kind of talk to you guys, get my impression of it. I think this thing's gonna be a lot of fun. So as you can see, it folds up and fits in the car perfectly. So if you want to drive somewhere, if you're going to a major city and you're just gonna explore, you could take this thing with you and ride it around the city. I don't know if this thing would be adequate to get to work just because it does only go 20 miles an hour. If you work 5 minutes down the road from your house and you don't want to walk every day, this thing would be really great. I think it'd be a really great commuter if you have a downtown area in your city and you just like to go around and explore. I think it'd be really good for that. But we'll kind of see what it does, how it handles, talk about it a little bit, get some experience, and then I can let you guys know ultimately what I think of it. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this, and I am not gonna regret this one bit. So I'm gonna get this thing out. It folds up really easy, it goes into the trunk of the car. It's a little awkward fit just because of the handlebars, but once you get it out, this thing probably weighs, I forget the actual specs, I'll put them on the screen right now, but I think it weighs like 40 pounds. It's really not that heavy for the average person to pick up. And then you simply fold it up, clip that in place. Now you're ready to go. Simple as that. This whole thing just fit into my trunk. Really nice and easy. Now there's 2 modes on this thing. The first mode only goes up to 13 miles an hour, and that is how I rode it yesterday. So today I'm gonna put it into sport mode instead of comfort mode, which I believe has a little bit more rapid acceleration, and this one goes to 20 miles an hour. It has a kickstand. It has some very minor suspension in the back, which kind of helps with going over curbs and bumps and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be able to get you a good shot of it, but there is a little shock in there in the back. But you can see that we have a little disc brake on here. I believe this thing has regen braking, just like a Tesla. So when you stand on this thing, you got your display right here, your power button, and then you're gonna have a little horn or a bell, just to let people know you're coming. You got a little brake here, you got your accelerator here, and then I believe this is probably regen braking. I'm not positive, but when you press on it, it feels like it just kind of like activates, like it's almost like you're downshifting. It just really starts to slow you down, but it doesn't feel like a brake. It just feels like you just downshifted and it's engine braking. So I think that is gonna be your regen braking. And then this handle over here is going to be your cable-driven disc brake. So I think this is kind of like your emergency brake if something's going wrong. You turn this thing on, one push of a button. Here you can see it's not actually glitching like that. I know in the camera it's gonna look like it's glitching really bad, but this shows your mile per hour readout. It shows your battery life. And then up top here, there's a little red S for sport mode. If I double press this, it'll go into comfort mode, but today I wanna try this thing out in sport mode, so we'll leave it at that. Now, if you press the power button once, when you're driving around at night, this thing actually has really bright LED, and then it also has some red LEDs on the sides that sort of look like underglow lighting, and then you have your brake light. So when you start this thing, you have to actually kick it kind of to get it going. As soon as you're going like 1 or 2 miles an hour, you hit the throttle pedal and you go. So this is my very first impression of sport mode. This is gonna give you guys a cool little insight here. So here we go. Whoa! Oh my God! That freaking pulls! As soon as you hit that. it feels like an electric car. As soon as you hit that switch, you immediately get all the torque. That's really cool. I did not expect that out of this little scooter. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm starting to get out of frame as I'm getting up to speed. This thing is this is a lot of fun. Okay. Oh. So something I think that's gonna be fun with this thing is whipping around little like curves on the sidewalk or something. This is gonna be great. So you guys know when you're cruising around in your car and you like get up to a corner and you want to just rip through it, you just let off the throttle right before the turn and then you mash out of the corner. So you kind of hit the apex and you just throttle through, and when you're like coming out of the corner, you have that power and it like slingshots you. You can do this on the scooter and there's instant torque, so you just freaking go. This is freaking fun. So I let off the brake and I'm just coasting, or I let off the gas and I'm just I let off the gas and I'm just coasting. This thing is so much fun. Oh my God, this is quick. 20 miles an hour on a scooter is quick. I feel like I'm moving. I'm gonna kind of, whoa. Okay. Oh, okay, that's sketchy. I don't know about this. Wow, college campus parking garage on a Saturday. This is the ticket right here. What is this? This is sweet. Let's check this out. Oh my God, we are moving. We're freaking moving. This is cool. Okay, now what's that? Oh, I think after you have it full throttle for a couple seconds, it'll activate cruise control, and then you can let off the throttle and it stays. So just slow down now. This is pretty sweet. I will say, I feel like if you're on one of these, you got to be really responsible about it. If there's other people in the area walking, if there's animals walking, if there's let's say a biker coming your way, I feel like it's very important to make sure you're not in their face and try your best to stay out of their way. Hold on a second. I'm gonna whip this. I'm gonna whip it. Whoa. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get the hang of this, and I'm gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna hit some curves and have some fun. Oh. This is fun. And then you can kind of like, we're freaking cruising. Yeah. Wait. We can't go over 20. I feel like it starts to slow you down if you hit 20. I've hit some pretty decent, oh my God, this is so much fun. I've hit some pretty decent bumps already, and this thing is just going. I'm telling you right now, if this thing, oh my God, if this thing had a longer range, I would totally ride it to work. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is gonna be my test. If I crash, it's gonna be, oh shit. Okay, never mind. I could do this though. I could do this. Watch. I could go and then I could slow down, and I could go and then I could come back up here and go okay. But this is so much fun. And I've seen and heard of these scooters being made where they go up to 80 miles an hour, and that just sounds scary as hell. So we're all done. We're gonna pop the trunk. On to the next place, right? Just come over here, lift up on your latch, drop this down, latch it into place, make sure that the scooter is off because I forgot to turn it off. And then we can pick this sucker up. Again, handlebars are the only thing that is a little worrisome, you gotta be careful of. And there it is, it's in the trunk, fits perfectly. Shut the trunk. Well, it's definitely calling for rain. I might get rained on. Hopefully I won't. It says not to ride this thing in the rain, but I want to show you guys a little bit of actual riding out in public, see what it's like, and then we'll end today's video. Let's hop up on the sidewalk. There is bike lanes down here, and I would always recommend being in the bike lane over the sidewalk. Literally, just nobody cares. Nobody walks on the sidewalk here, so I'm not really worried about walking on the sidewalk. I'm worried about that rain cloud up there. Uh-oh. Okay, I heard thunder and I am on a metal scooter, so I think I'm gonna try and turn around as quick as I possibly can. We're gonna scoot back to the car, but I know the S curve type thing is up here, so we're gonna hit that and then we're gonna be done. That cloud is over top of me, so I'm just gonna come down here, go through this little turn, and then I'm gonna come back. And unfortunately, that's one problem with Florida, is if you're using one of these to commute to work or something, that could be troublesome. If you get caught in a rainstorm. Some of them say that, you know, you can ride them in the rain. This one says not to ride it in the rain, and it also specifies that you don't go through any puddles deeper than a certain amount, but I didn't read the instructions, so I don't really know. Here we go. This is what I'm excited for right here. Hopefully it's as epic as what it seems. Oh, that's fun. We got some more up here. Okay, now I'm literally riding. I'm riding right into it. This is stupid, but this is the one. I swear, this is it. Okay, this looks a lot more interesting from the road. It's still fun though. Don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of fun. I'm gonna go back to the car, get some Subway and go home, but might as well have some fun on the way, right? Might as well. Might. How do you guys say that? I'm pretty sure that the technical saying is might. It's might as well, but most people abbreviate it as might as well. Sort of like might as well, like just one word, might as well. And then I know people that say might as well, like you might as well. Might as well, might as well, might as well. Oh, there it is. I knew it was gonna happen. I shouldn't have been doing that. That was my fault, but I'm okay. I went into the bush. I literally didn't even touch the concrete. And I feel like if you do wipe out on this thing, it's gonna be in a situation like that. Like, I don't think you're gonna wipe out on the flat sidewalk. I think you're gonna wipe out trying to do some shit like that. I would totally ride this thing just to ride it for no reason at all. I don't need a reason to ride this thing. I would totally just ride it to ride it. Right on cue, there's the rain. That could not have been better timing. So, we latch this puppy up, pop the trunk, put it in, and we are out of here. That thing is a lot of fun. If you guys are considering getting one, it is the Hiboy S2. It's a pretty cool thing. I think it's just under 500 bucks, depending when you get it. Right now, I think it's like 460 or 480. I'm gonna get off here, guys, but I appreciate you checking out the video. I'll see you again soon. Leave me some feedback in the comments. Don't worry, we'll get back to some more WRX content shortly. I'm not just gonna stop making car videos. I just thought this was something different to spice it up with. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.